gamitin ni mga bagag na mong.
May tawon, mga nigpis o mga nawong. Sana all dagkod mga
Ang among tinabagan is kanina mga tambok ra dagay. Karon lagi nakita mo ang YouTube Creator Camp dito sa IT Park, the Company Cebu IT Park specifically. And yeah, I am still with Happy Squad Albert. Dili na ko pakita kay naka-bold. Og atong lantawon og unsay nahitabo sa YouTube Creator Camp Cebu. Yeah, let's go. Atong lantawon ni. Kana.
So, doon sa dito ron?
So, nami ron sa Creator Camp Cebu.
Uy, bay, nari ka diri, bay. Kita ko si mong views, bay. 20 million.
Welcome to Creator Camp Cebu. You know, it's great to be back. I was here 2 years ago when YouTube did their, you know, a smaller version of this, and it's great to see how much the creators have grown in this part of you know, the Queen City of the South.
So my name is Blake Sarion from Beyond Reviews, and for the past 3 years now, I've been the NextUp Manila Executive Mentor, where I hold filmmaking workshops for the children and NextUp participants.
And I'm Java. No, just kidding. I'm Java. I'm a content creator just as yourself. I'm a producer, and I manage a couple of YouTubers. If you guys know Will Dasovich and Bogart the Explorer. I love being a mentor to a lot of up-and-coming people, and I like seeing them grow.
And so we're very happy to be here at the very first, so the first of 3 creator camps here in Cebu.
3, so we're going to be back to 2 more.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Give
it's
yourself
awesome.
a round of applause. And it's presented to you by Smart and YouTube.
The algorithm basically helps viewers find the videos that they want to watch. But the thing is, like, a lot of creators depend on the algorithm that much that they fail to. A lot of them don't create good content sometimes because they're so scared that the algorithm might not read it. I don't know. Does anybody feel that way sometimes? Right? I see a lot of nods. But the thing is, like, you cannot game the algorithm, but you can game your audience. And the algorithm only follows the audience. So what I'm trying to say is, as a creator, you have to know more about your audience to better your chances of success. So you learn about your audience, you engage with them, you be consistent, and the algorithm will help you reach them. So today I'm going to be talking about, you know, basically 3 main topics: how to be found, how to keep them watching, and how to create community. And these are, I'm sure all of you guys are creators by now, so you guys kind of have an inkling of it. But you know what, you guys have to know the fundamentals. Any discipline, whether it's sports, music, or YouTube, you have to have the fundamentals. So I'm gonna be, you know, basically going over this, and then we're gonna do our first start, stop, and continue. All right, so how to be found. The first step for any creator's journey is really to be found. And being found means using accurate and appealing metadata, thumbnails, titles, descriptions, and tags. So I'm gonna go through, it's gonna sound like, you know, you've seen this before, but you probably haven't. Okay, show fans, like, or just say it out loud, which thumbnail did you first look at? C, right? Like, that's, like, if you say, like, something else, like, I want to kind of know why, but normally, Will is one of the best ones at making thumbnails, and when I met him, when he was just, like, 8,000 subscribers, and we were discussing all of this, he was like, you know what, I've been doing it, I do daily vlogs, and the fact that I can analyze my analytics and see what works and what not, what doesn't work. And just a pro tip, like, honestly, check out all your videos. All your videos, check out the analytics, which thumbnail has the most click-through rate, and then try to gauge why. And then that might, you know, you can build on that and try to make it work. You know, you have to have visually appealing thumbnails, but at the same time, it's gotta be honest, I've seen a lot of thumbnails that are just clickbait, and you know, like, I feel like, you know, when you get the click-through, you should have either the content to support it, or the fact that it is there. Whatever is on your thumbnail, if you have something really kind of nice on it. I don't know, who here clickbaits? I'm pretty sure all of us do. That's okay. It's basically like a poster, right? If me and Will always say, like, it's like a poster to a movie, or a trailer, or a teaser. It has to be appealing enough, but it has to be truthful. Okay, so in our experience, the best titles are highly searchable. And what does that mean? Like, it's literally you have all the metadata that's working for you, guys. Like, these are tools. Okay, like these are tools that are. It's kind of like a door that has to tell you to pull or to push. You know, these are actual tools that are actually here. Like, you have to use them. For titles, it has to be intriguing. It has to be descriptive. It has to have pretty much everything that you're gonna click. Imagine there are around 600,000 videos uploaded every minute. 600,000 hours of videos uploaded every minute. You're one of that. You're one of the 2 billion, whatever, of YouTube there. So you have to be something that would stand out, so that when you see 4 different thumbnails, your thumbnail stands out, right? So that's one of the key. Another one is to describe the video. Like, the description is something that should be useful for you. There's metadata that's also being taken from here, so that's also something that it's a great way to add more information and context to your video and channel. Okay. So also there's extra information and links down below. If you guys don't use it, I think it's on the next slide, but the show more, like, people actually do click on that, especially if you do, like, another pro tip on that is, like, do it on your video. Like, say, like, hey, look, I do have links down below. If you want to check out this or that, you're trying to create a user experience. And I feel like a lot of people just make the content, but they forget about the audience, and you gotta lead them through everything. You cannot control the algorithm, but you can control the audience on what you want to go, where they want to, the links they want to see after. Okay, the thing about tags, it is actually not as important as you guys think. It's actually there because for spelling errors. So if you guys, don't, like, people are like Uber tagging and all that, like, it's there because a lot of people misspell when they're searching. YouTube is still the #2 search engine, so a lot of people go there to search. So you want to put relevant tags. Tags that are, first of all, if you put tags that are not relevant to your content, you are actually in violation, if I'm not mistaken. You are in violation of YouTube protocol or whatever. So just to be safe, put relevant tags that are relevant to the video or to you. This one is one of my favorite features. I'll admit, I sometimes forget to do it, but like this is good to use. Like, these are defaults that you could use. How many people use the defaults? Not a lot. See, like, this is so key. And I'm here teaching you right now, but I'm learning at the same time. So when I was doing my research on it, I'm like, oh my god, this is so like something that's so easy to use. You can put everything in it so that you have the default, so that whenever you post, it's already there. You don't have to keep retyping, and you can put all the links already and all the metadata that you want in the video. Okay, so one of my favorite ones is the community tab. How many of you guys are using the community tab already? Not a lot. Wow. So this is, it's good to, like, there are info cards and poll questions, and you can use these poll questions to understand your audience. And by asking, it's an easy way to interact with your audience. So it's another feature that you guys have to look at. Like, I think a lot of people, and just seeing the responses so far, like, you have to look at these features, these tools. Like, YouTube is putting it, right at your doorstep to use, and it's okay to use them. It's beneficial to you guys. So if you're a growing channel, you really have to use the tools that you're given. Okay, so that's basically for part 1. Part 2 is to keep them watching. So what I always say is I came during a time where the tools of the trade is just make great content, right? Just make great content, and you'll be searched, you'll be that, but with so much videos, you really have to keep your audience engaged. So what I would do is I would organize similar videos, and I would make, like for example, like we interviewed Jason Momoa, but we'll also put like stuff that we feel that you would want to watch. It's kind of like doing a manual, like, kind of list for your audience to check out. And of course, that's where the thumbnails and titles come back again. This is your list. So you're suggesting and letting your viewers enjoy other videos. And that's keeping them on your page. That's upping your watch time. That's upping, it helps build your credibility as a YouTube creator. Okay, like info cards. Okay, how many people use the info cards? Okay, all right, that's good. All right. So I'll go with this briefly. Okay, info cards and other advanced annotations add another layer of interactivity to your content, which helps guide the viewing experience. There's no I in team, but there's a giant I. There's a small I over there that you can click, and it's very useful. Okay, this one's my favorite slide because I just grabbed Blake's footage. But anyway, you have to not forget to use the branding watermark. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys at least use this because it's just cool to have it. You have this kind of watermark over there. It's easy for people to subscribe and click. You'd be surprised how many people click through it. You could actually look at it through your analytics and where people are coming from. What you want to do is to drive viewers to your channel and across all of your videos at once. Right? So there. And then of course at the end of the video, I'm sure everyone's using this by now. Back in the day, I had more, like the first YouTube, you guys never reached. It's like talking about something that was never there, but we had like these, what we call annotations at the end, and I loved that. But this is great because it already sets it up and it makes it look really cool. So at the end of the video, you have these interactive end screens, and you gotta give people relevant suggestions on what to watch next. Again, you're curating a user experience. It's an end-to-end user experience. It's not just one video. You guys are content creators. You guys are creating not just video, you have channels. So you want them to stay on your channel and to keep watching. It adds views to all your videos. So that's one way to keep them watching. And that's what it means, to keep them on your channel. If you have a 5-minute video, you want to keep them just watching, right? So on the end screens, you also have options, and you have a ton of options, and that's what's great about YouTube. It's one of the only platforms wherein they're giving you so much ways of doing your content, so much ways of giving a different user experience, a unique user experience for you. And yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen this one in particular. Okay. All right, so YouTube features are important, but consistent and dedicated effort to uploading high-quality content is the best way to attract and entertain viewers. Always try to live in the middle ground between what you love to create and what your audience wants to watch. And I think in a nutshell, like, you don't, like, you guys are creators. I mean, the term is content creators. I want you guys to come out of this creating content. Making content is one thing, creating content is another. I know you guys are from different backgrounds, different passions, and it's so great to see the growth of and the uniqueness of different. I'm one of actually my panels I'm excited to say, they're doing gaming in a different way, and I thought that was very unique. And I was looking at the channel, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this has an international audience, and it's very well made. But we'll talk about more of that later. But you guys have individual channels, so try to make content for you, but also listen to the audience so that you can have that jive, have that conversation, and create better content. In a nutshell. Which leads me to the third one. I'm not getting out of a signage, but okay. So create community. Like this part of audience development is one of my favorites because I love going to these things, and I'm not the greatest public speaker or whatever, but I love being here because I love building communities. I love talking to people like you guys, and this community. I thought it would be all Cebuanos at first, and then now all of a sudden I'm like, wow, there's Manileños coming here, diba? Like, it's creating a community and bonding with your viewers and your fellow creators, and keeping them engaged in the long term. It's a very social platform. YouTube is a social platform. It's a community-based platform. Very interesting. Okay. Once you know your channel mission and purpose, you can build a design that fits your message. So we're now talking about branding, right? Like, we're talking about how your channel design works. How many of you guys don't have a channel design? It's just still the basic one. It's okay. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Okay. So the branding of your channel and design of your cover, it's like a cover to the book, right? It's like the poster. It's like the first thing you see. So that's like your web page. It's like your own website, right? And it's a way to build brand loyalty. It's a way to build viewers. I have friends that actually curate this part. And if you see, like, you have everything, who you are should be there. It should be right on there, like who you are. Corporate meets creative. You have that career bro tips, BPO tips, sorry, bro tips. Work-life balance, and like new videos weekly. It's also good to put channel sections and rows of playlists. And I'm sure all of you guys have used the playlists. Like with Kyo's page, like he's putting all his popular videos on top. It gives the audience an idea of what kind of channel are you. It's giving them an idea of what shows. If you're making shows, like I'm a producer by trade, so a lot of my work, like Bogart the Explorer or all that, are put into playlists because I make different kinds of videos on my channel. And so that's important. If you're the type of content creator that wants to do, you're not just doing vlogs, you want to do a show, you want to do a series or whatever, you can use playlists as a means to help your audience navigate your channel. And highlight the most important ones and the most popular videos so that at least when they look at it, they're going like, oh, okay, I kind of get what people are watching. Also, like, ask viewers to ring the bell. And I know there was a time where people were like, oh, it's such a hassle because you gotta get them to subscribe and then ring the bell. Actually, this is very important. A lot of people don't do this often, and I feel like tell people to ring the bell because the more audience that you have on the opening of your video, that's more time for the algorithm to actually, to see it, and then, that's helping yourself. You gotta help yourself this whole time. Like notifications only drive a small amount of watch time for creators, but it's a great way to have an initial burst of viewers, which can further lead your discovery in the video, further your discovery. All right, and this one, if you see this one, do you guys comment on your comments? Who comments on their comments? A lot of you guys do. It's important, like one of my tips is always like be a fan. Be a fan of yourself and other people. Comment on other people's. Have an interaction with your audience and have an interaction with other people's channels. Always say thank you when they say something nice. The whole hater thing, we could talk about that later, like in a different way, but not for here. But I mean, it gives you more interaction with your audience. And truly, like, I feel like this is such an underutilized thing for creators. And I've been only doing it, honestly, for maybe the past year because I'm like, I just had this feeling that I wanted to talk to everyone. At least the first people who were there, and normally the guy who's first there would say first anyway. So it's a way to also build inside jokes and references and to respond. And don't forget to pin comments. Normally what I like doing is I like pinning my own comment so that it doesn't go down. And then that's where additional links are and additional like drive-through. But also, you know what, when you pin a fan, when you pin someone, or when you put a heart, this also adds to your views. A lot of people don't count this, but this is such a hack because, one, you're being nice to your audience and you're being very genuine about it. But also, if you get a notification that like, oh my God, thank you, but like it's already playing, so you get another view. That's just, it's just a pro tip. All right. So one of my favorite features is the YouTube Community tab. Think of the Community tab as a YouTube social media network, and it is. Might not be first and foremost, but this is one of the features that, like you could do a mix of fun and strategic posts. Like I would do, like my tip would be, use the Community tab on the off day. Like if you're not uploading a video, use it, because that's still gaining, telling your audience, hey, I have something for you to interact with. Lastly, make use of YouTube stories. Like if you guys haven't used this, is this open for everyone, right? YouTube stories. Like this is also a good way to drive to your other videos, and at the same time, it's good to upload it during when you're on your off days, like when you're not uploading anything. You want to engage between uploads and link to your VOD content, basically. All right, so so be found, keep them watching, and create community. And lastly, two final notes before I go is that you want to look through the Creator Academy. YouTube Creator Academy is free. It has all the videos that you need in content strategy, monetization, business skills, production, and well-being. that we can't cover today, but if you guys want to look at this, like this is really important for you guys, especially as budding content creators. And of course the help, the support, the creative support team of YouTube is special. Like you guys, like they reply really quick, even if you do it on YouTube or Twitter, or other platforms. Like they really update you guys, and they're one of the best support teams that I've ever encountered in any platform. So they're your friend. They are something that would help you solve any issue. So yeah, with that, I'm Jako de Leon, and thank you for that.
Hey guys! Dili ko used aning dili ko used personal vlog. But I guess I have to be used kay magpasalamat ta sa mga nitabang nato. So ganiha nahitabo ang YouTube Creator Camp, the very first Creator Camp diri sa Cebu, and napasalay duwa guno ka buok Creator Camps nga buhaton diri sa Cebu for next year na siya, and hopefully naabja po mo tabang na mo mga generous people. So yeah, nahuman lang bago hila mi naabot gikan dito sa IT Park, pauli mi diri sa Horizon. So we would like to thank ang mga generous people behind this trip. So I would like to thank first of all Horizons 101, care of Mr. Lorente Solano Lolong for accommodating us here. And we'd also like to thank Ate Tess of By Radio and Negros Chronicle, si Sir Mr. Eli De Jaresco, ang publisher sa Negros Chronicle, o ang ako manager sa By Radio, and si Kuya Mugs sa Kuya Stosino for helping us as well, and all those who helped us nga mahitabo ning very first namong trip with the Happy Squad Albert right there. Say bye-bye Albert. And hopefully napay next time i-house pa nila ta, napay mutabang namo para makabiyahe mi balik diri sa Cebu. And would also shout out sa atong mga friends, nahimo na mong friends dito sa Creator Camp. Dili kay mi used nga mag-vlog actually. So first time kay nako, kaya we are doing public interviews tapos transition to personal vlogging. So lisod kayo i-balance. Tapos awkward kayo kung samot ako na sa public lang kay tawos palibot, lisod kay istorya og kuan kaning ning kuan kita abiba kita sa mga tawo nga kusog kaayo og guts nga mag-vlog in front of everybody. Well anyway, that's your style, so lahi pud among style, but maybe pohon ato nang i-make use nga ma-used to it pud ta nga ana nga style of vlogging, creating content. But anyway, thank you very much once again sa mga generous people nga nitabang namo nga makaani sa Cebu, and to join the very first Creator Camp here in Cebu, the Queen City of the South. And I guess hopefully ma-produce na ako namo og tarong ang among video, kay wala lagi kay wala may intro tarong dito sa Creator Camp. Wala mi yaw-yaw kayo, puro ra mi lantaw-lantaw sa kilid, busy kay silang video-video, og wala po kay mini participate kayo. Og murag mo babay nako kay lubat na ang camera, og hopefully mulanta mo sa mga videos, public interviews with the Happy Squad, and makaproduce mig better content for all of you people, especially itong mga friends dira sa Dumaguete, sa Negros Oriental, ug sa tanang followers, subscribers sa atong YouTube channel, sa Facebook, ug sa uban natong social media accounts. This has been Super Kaloy. Bye-bye for now. Ug muuli na mi ugma sa Dumaguete. Yeah, bye!